Redesign request part 4. Now, there's a lot of different versions and the fan base is quite particular, so I just went with my ideal versions and personal preferences, and luckily I came across a nice reference to go off of. Leonardo. I kept his eye mask since I couldn't really see him with anything else, and I also decided to give him some armor, and I also gave his wraps some blue accents. I added a speckled turtle pattern to him too, so he was not so monotone, which I quite like. And I know the TMNT are known for the iconic weapons, but I wanted to try some alternatives just for fun. For Leo, I decided to give him 2 daggers as alternative weapons to use instead of his blades. Donatello. Since he's the smartest one, I see a lot of designs giving him nerdy glasses, but I personally don't think it suits him. Instead, I gave him some tech goggles and face protection, which I think will come in handy, especially if he's going to be welding a lot. I also gave him some armor on his half shell as well, and I thought his staff could be magnetic and disconnecting too for close range batons. Raphael. I gave him spiked armor for more defensive purposes since he's always rushing in, and I also made him more tattered as a result. For his 2 Sai, I thought he could have alternative claw weapons, maybe inspired by Shredder. Michelangelo. I wanted to make him more colorful with some wristbands to represent the colors of his brothers, and I kept the headphones from the reference as well. His knee pad and elbow pads I thought really suited him instead of support bandages, since he is the youngest and needs some more protection, especially if he's going to be skateboarding a lot. I thought he could also have alternative, more lethal chain weapon instead of his nunchucks. Overall, they're really distinctive from one another, other than just their colors being different. And they also have a more stealthy combat ninja look. They all have grubby battle-worn armor too, since I think it makes just more sense, especially if Donnie's on their team, who's making them all this tech. Now, onto Shredder. Again, there's a ton of different styles, but this version has always been my favorite. However, I wanted him to look a little more humanized, and I made him scarred from his fights with the TMNT. Shredder, in my mind, is silver or chrome with purple, so I just went with that color scheme. I also kept him up to look larger and more formidable, and I gave him some extra and also larger spikes for defense. I always thought he should have 2 clawed hands as well, and I added some of those claws to his feet too. Let me know what you think in the comments.
Amazing! Thank you, one person!
I'll be doing a Marvel-themed redesign video next, so shout out who you'd like to see from Marvel.